Growing up in Shillong is fun. I feel very privileged to born and brought up in Shillong. Beautiful landscapes, weather, food. I have great friends, nice metal community here. Never thought growing up would be like this.
Metal is uniting the country actually in many ways. Slowly the mindset is changing because these places remain isolated for so many years. Metal might help it.
Since I was a kid, I've been a metal fan.
All the time.
These meat shops, man.
Yeah, man, it's so good, man.
So much abundance of meat, so good. We don't
And they're fresh.
yeah, fresh, very fresh.
Alright, just come on, just follow me. So that room was the first jam room.
Okay.
It's been months only, just before the Wacken metal battle. So it's okay. Only if you play with the door open, so that's really bad. It's too loud. Like my aunt and uncle, they help us out with that. So they were the ones who were responsible for that. We previously had a smaller jam room, now it's bigger. So come on, man. Yeah. It's quite dark, man. Be careful. You might fall off. I think I can hear someone playing the drums. Yeah, so here we are. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I have told you this. We call this jam a dungeon.
Okay.
Dungeon, yeah.
It's really down.
So come in, man. So here's the dungeon. We have the bong over there. Yeah, that's the PLAGUE and then THROAT.
You should have a light over here, which will throw this to the sky, as like
Oh, yeah.
Batman does.
We're like superheroes. This is an exordium. It's like an introduction to a disease, which is a plague. Disease, as in what is going on in this world where people are, which is not quite easy for people to watch others die, and not just a person, like a number of people, or masses of people dying. So that's the kind of disease we are talking about. The politics, the religion, and stuff like that.
How many songs you have?
Oh man, I've lost count. So on EP it's 4 track. It's quite experimental where people we have a criticize about our song, which is Seeking Higher. And it so happened that we are actually looking for a label or something because we need someone to help us out release our stuff. So he was like, we can help you guys. You don't need to spend anything at all. So we said, it's okay, but we just need to get our music out, whatever it takes. So it just eventually happened. Last year in August 8th, which is our band 5th year anniversary. So we played there, like that was our first gig. I mean the first venue that we played. So yeah, we had 10 bands playing, all local bands, and Insane Proxy from Guwahati. Yeah. So yeah, we sold out the concert, the CDs, everything, which we didn't even expect at all. So no sponsors, no nothing. As you know, metal, it's that way. It happens. I mean, this is a global phenomenon. Maybe it's everywhere in the world. If you're lucky enough, you'll find great people. They'll show you around. They'll treat you well. They're very hospitable. But again, there are self-centered people, cunning people around where you meet, and also there's so much corruptions and so much of drugs around. It has changed a lot and it has become very congested and there's so much traffic comparing to when you were here in 2014. Things were a bit okay, I think. There were not so much traffic back then, but right now it's horrible. It's so, it takes time for you to get into town or to get out of town.
I just need a excuse to come this side, like you got it, no? This is my baby actually. To implement the project, they need people like us. That is the event management.
Yeah.
That is different again.
Yeah. Which show did you organize recently?
Shillong Open, yeah. That was our project.
Nice.
So that is for the first time we brought a metal band to Shillong, a pure metal band, Dying Fetus. Yeah. You know it, I think, obviously, like 7th of June.
Okay.
It was a huge success.
Yeah.
In every way. Whether you say Nangsan, you heard of Imti and all, Aberrant. There's another band called Aberrant.
Yes.
They hang around here only. And there was another guy, I forgot his name. Ruben, I think. Undying Ink.
Yeah.
So he used to always come and hang around here and all, like we used to chat about music and all. Yeah. So this is basically a place, what do you say?
Yeah.
It's a corner shop, we call it, like
metal company.
metal corner.
This is a fantastic album.
Yeah, amazing album, yeah.
So you listen to metal
Of
regularly?
course, I listen to it, that's why I'm into it.
Okay.
That's my passion. So I always wanted to open an outlet.
Yeah. And how long you've been doing it?
It's now I think 12 years running.
12.
12 years, easily. 12 years. Actually, what happened now, when we grew up, Dipankar, you'll know, I think, we never used to get this kind of stuff those days. We used to take fabric paint and paint our t-shirts.
I did that also.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like that, I used to make badges, like for myself.
Brilliant.
So now I'm getting it, see. These are the stuff.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever possible. I'll tell about Metallica or maybe I'll tell about Guns N' Roses. They will say, wow, great.
Yeah.
But if I talk about, we had a tough time convincing the sponsors during Dying Fetus,
Okay.
because they never heard of Dying Fetus. Like Dying Fetus, why? What's dying? Like he was asking me, why don't you bring Rihanna? Why don't you bring Justin Bieber? I don't blame that guy. Maybe his son listens to it, or maybe his daughter.
Yeah.
So he grew up in that. No.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but slowly the mindset is changing. Good for us.
Yeah.
Good for metal.
Yeah.
Good for music.
Aslam lagi ni. Aslam sebenda semula. Okay.
Music that you play, what is the essence of that music? What are you putting in that music? What goes out? Where?
It's our feelings mostly. Feelings towards frustration. Feelings mostly towards, what is going on in this world, the war, the this and that. So that somehow, we feel something, just by hearing about the genocide here and there, war and all that. So it's the expression, we express that in that way.
Basically, it's about reality.
About life, the experiences, the death, about life and death. There are divisions everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Not even in India, I think some parts of the world maybe. Yeah, just the modern metal and the old school metal, it's like they don't mix.
Yeah.
So that name, remember, just like we said, metal, it unites us, But in that way, it divides us, Just like religion, what have religion done to us? Divided every people, every race, So it's somehow like that. So I don't believe in that. it's better to, you know, just like Wacken, they have so many genres in one stage, so that looks really good. Everyone is satisfied with it, you know.
You are playing a lot of festivals. You're
Yeah.
traveling a lot these days. And what has been the experience? Which city you like the most?
Mumbai, Mumbai is the best. Like the crowd, Bangalore, Mumbai, of course, our hometown. Yeah, those three places. yeah.
Darjeeling. Yeah.
Darjeeling, yeah, we played there just once, so you know, Mumbai, if we've been there twice, and the crowd is still the same.
And one of the craziest moments that you had? Still
Yeah,
your guitar,
oh,
you
no,
were
no.
there.
Oh, yeah, Domination, Deathfest. You were there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, my microphone it fell off, and then those guys were holding like this, and I had to move and ground and play at the same time. But it was fun, you know.
Yeah.
We didn't expect that at all. There were a circle pit, also there were fists in the air also. And it was good, man. It was a really good experience.
There's one distinct thing about metalheads that
Yeah.
separates from the regular crowd.
I think I would say unity.
Yeah, that's just unity. Yeah.
The unity. Like, suppose I meet someone, I see someone who I don't even know. I can just talk to him if he's a metalhead. So,
Yeah,
so
just by his look, wearing a band T-shirt or having a long hair, you'll be like, hey man, you listen to metal. What are your favorite bands? That's how it unites people. You know?
it won't be like that with other genres.
I don't think so.
And on your cover photograph, I saw that you are crowd surfing.
Oh, that was in Wacken, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
So you were like, we have to do this. We have to. We were like, oh, come on, you have to do this. So those guys around us, were like, okay, come, we'll put you up and then just do it. Yeah, when we were like flying, we did twice.
I did around twice.
It was fun, a crazy experience.
Had windmilling at the same time, on top of the crowd.
That happened in a few gigs in town.
Okay.
Yeah, a few years ago. Like, some of our friends, they would climb up the speakers, they'd just jump, and no one would catch him. Of course, man. And he'll be a huge guy.
How did you develop the sound of the band? Like you had a melodic death metal band,
Yeah.
now you're a three-piece. Or the music or the words, how do you compose?
Basically, it's the either the drums or the riffs.
Okay.
And yeah, the thing is, we are all self-taught musicians. We don't know much about the theory stuff. That's why what developed us is that we keep on practicing every day and every day. So he improves a lot. Once a drummer improves, like once the drums is faster, you have that feeling, So obviously the riffs comes out.
And you have a jam room?
Yeah.
How difficult was it to get one?
Oh man, it took time. We used to jam in his room, and then after years, like a family helped us out with a small jam room, and then now a bigger one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called a dungeon.
Yeah, a dungeon.
Thank you for having us. It's an honor to be a part of the Domination Deathfest. Thank you very much. This first song is called The Breathtaking.
mainstream. I don't know. You know, like I don't know what to say. Like express
Would you like
that.
your video to be there on Pepsi MTV Indies?
No, man. Like, like it's not no or yes, but I don't know what to say. It's like, of course, we don't want to be our video on MTV or this that. When they approach us, of course, we have to do it. It's not like we wanted that. We wanted and asked those guys, please put a video there. It's not gonna happen that way. So at least if they approach us, it's fine. It's not a bad thing after all. It's
From the
so
beginning.
much. Yeah, right from our friends and families, they've been there right from the start. Right from getting us a new guitar, gadgets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the jam room, which is very, very important.
Yeah. So they don't bother about the noise?
No.
What do they say when the first time they heard?
They have no problem at all, but it's a bit loud for them.
Usually it's the neighbors who have problems.
Yeah, usually. But we have to, the thing is, when we jam, we have to maintain the timing. Yeah?
Yeah.
We have to stop at a certain time, suppose at 9 at night, because everyone will be sleeping, have to wake up in the morning for work and all that. But again, there are places like the Malki Forest. Such places are still preserved by the forest department, which is a good thing. Like every once in a while, we can, call up some friends from that area and we can just hang out there for a while, enjoy the nature.
That most evil sound. Yeah. A friend introduced me to Camel Corpse, the first Tomb of Malated, Decide, and all those morbid angel things. So, yeah, I got into it, and it's hard to digest it, at first. So, I should say, like bands like Camel Corpse, main bands, who are still the same till now,
Anything?
It's Camel Corpse, man.
Camel.
Yeah.
For me, I started really young, so must have been like, King Diamond, the most evil sounding.
Even Judas Priest, they have that. The music sounds so evil so much. Because right in those days,
Black Sabbath.
even heavy metal for us, it's like, oh man, this is huge. And hearing a death metal band after that, it's more than that,
When did you first start listening to it?
It was him, because every winter vacation I used to stay at his place. I used to spend the whole vacation there, we used to jam. So we started with Iron Maiden and started growing up. Then it was Camel Corpse, then Cradle Filth. Those days, they sounded evil, man.
Some of my customers tell me, like they like the shop like this.
Yeah.
All shabbily.
Yeah.
So they can dig it out, just like treasure. Like so basically an expression. People should understand that. Like. And one wrong thing which is happening, which we really face when after dying fetus, people directly writing in papers and blaming metal blindly. Then metal means something to do with Antichrist or whatever.
Yeah.
Metal is expression actually, aggression or whatever, like the frustration.
Yeah.
And that is the best way to take out, rather than fighting in the streets,
Right.
the bloodshed and all which is happening in our country right now. Like.
Yeah.
Better express it through music.
So how do you deal with your questions?
Yeah, we have to give a very tough presentation actually. We have to convince them like, see, this is not exactly what you're thinking of. This is totally a wrong conception which we have about metal music. Like. So we have to educate them basically. We become teachers that time. Maybe to bureaucrats also. Because ultimately the bureaucrats are going to give the permission for the show.
Yeah.
Without them, it's not possible. Same thing happens with sponsors. They give us the money. Without that, it's not possible to organize the show. So basically, we become teachers at that time. We give a nice presentation and they get convinced, I think. Because we are speaking the truth. That way, Shillong also gets highlighted, right? All over the country.
Yes.
So these kind of shows should happen everywhere in Northeast, I feel. Why only in Shillong?
Right.
Why not in Aizawl? Why not in Imphal?
Yeah.
In fact, change the scenario later on.
Correct.
The political scenario also,
Yeah.
right? Because these places remain isolated for so many years. Why not? Metal might help it to solve the problems also.
Yeah.
Like, metal is uniting the country actually in many ways.
Yeah.
Right. You are here, right?
Yeah.
From Chennai, see? That's the thing.
Okay, shall we start?
Okay, that's
Fine. Hey there, yeah, here from Plague Throat. Basically, from Shillong, all of us. So, Malki, it's up in the hills. And should I say the meaning of my name? Okay, yeah is always. And I'm a bassist from the band. And I also do the backing vocals. And yeah, that's my job. And
So it's spelled I-A-I.
yeah, it's I-A-I, but you pronounce it with a Y. But it's actually I. It's a bit confused. Please.
Hey man, I'm Nangsan. I play the guitar and do the vocals.
I'm Byang, and the drummer.
We are from Shillong, Meghalaya.